we presented some data that we did in combination with Alchemy, the Adario Lung Cancer Medical Institute, and GoTo for Lung Cancer. This study is a distributed clinical trial of young lung cancer patients. We learned in a previous study, the genomics of young lung cancer, that young people with lung cancer have a very different pattern of genomic alterations from older people. And we found that they have an extremely high rate of actionable mutations. And we also found that they're very commonly non-smokers. So we asked the question, if these cancers are not arising because of tobacco use, what is driving them? And so we conducted a distributed clinical trial called the Epidemiology of Young Lung Cancer. This is a study that enrolls patients from all over the United States and consents them to complete a survey, obtains their genomic information, and collects blood from them. And the results that we're presenting at the World Congress on Lung Cancer here in San Diego in 2024 are the results of our survey with regard to diet and exercise in young people with lung cancer. What we learned from this study was, first of all, that young people with lung cancer tend to be relatively healthy overall in terms of their diet and exercise habits. But we do find differences between outcomes with regard to exercise and body mass index, comparing the EGFR population to the ALK population. We're still awaiting data for the other molecular subtypes, but we use this format to control for molecular alterations and compare people with different molecular alterations and all other things being equal. We find that on average, looking at the healthy eating index, patients with EGFR and patients with ALK lung cancer, in general, have much healthier eating habits than the general US population. And so we don't think that poor dietary habits are responsible for lung cancer in this patient population. We did find that exercise and body mass index is different in the two populations. And it suggests that there may be an impact of exercise with regard to the propensity to obtain genetic alterations within lung cancer. Of course, much more work needs to be done, but it really points to this idea that the different molecular subtypes of lung cancer are going to have different epidemiologic drivers. So for the Epidemiology of Young Lung Cancer project, this study is still ongoing. We hope to enroll patients who have more molecular alterations and be able to compare different subgroups to one another, the tobacco-related genotypes and the non-tobacco-related genotypes. And we also hope to be able to look at blood in these patients, to look at some of the differences in germline DNA that may impact the propensity to obtain one alteration or the other at some point in life. Patients can still enroll in the Epidemiology of Young Lung Cancer study. So anyone who is interested can simply go to GoTo for Lung Cancer on the web and find information if they would like to be study participants as well.